guys, we're back with another video today. So if you guys didn't see the last video, it's going to be linked right here. We talked about creatine and the benefits of creatine, if you should use it, what the uses are. So if you want to go watch that, if you're interested in taking creatine, go watch that video. So for this video, we are going to be talking about rep schemes. So what are rep schemes? So rep schemes are basically approaches to the number of reps and sets that you do during your workout, what you perform during your workouts. Your choice of rep scheme is going to vary based on your training goals. So if you're going into the gym and you don't know what you're doing, don't just ask your buddy and be like, hey man, like I want to do what you're doing. You guys might not have the same goals. You might be lifting longer than you have. He's stronger than you. You want to do something that's going to be catered towards more what you're looking for. So there are proven rep schemes that kind of improve endurance, strength, and muscle size. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what rep scheme is best for kind of people who are new to the gym or just people who are looking to get bigger. So this is the best program or rep scheme for gaining size. So once again, like in the last video, we're going to be doing a peer-reviewed journal study or taking research from that peer-reviewed journal study and comparing hypertrophy or high volume training rep schemes to a more powerlifting, low volume rep scheme. So the investigation in this study compared the effect of high volume versus high intensity resistance training on stimulating changes in muscle size and strength in resistance trained men. So following a 2-week prep phase, the participants were randomly assigned to either a high volume 4 sets of 10 to 12 rep range scheme versus a high intensity 4 sets of 3 to 5 rep scheme. So basically the high volume rested for 1 minute and it was in the 70% range of their 1 rep max, and the high intensity was a 3-minute rest with 90% of the 1 rep max. And this study lasted for about 8 weeks. So the program that the two groups did is listed right here. And as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward program, mostly compound movements followed by accessories. So you had bench, squat, deadlift, followed by a lot of accessory movements. So from this program, we're gonna be talking about the results for their bodies. So how their body composition changed. So lean arm mass, so your mass that was found in your arms, the lean arm mass, was significantly greater in the high intensity compared to the high volume. Furthermore, 93.3% of the participants in the high intensity experienced a change in lean arm mass that was greater than the minimal difference for this measure. So in contrast, only 64.3% of participants in the high volume experienced such a change. So there was basically almost a 30% difference in the amount of people that noticed lean arm mass growth compared to the high volume. So similar responses were also noted in lean leg mass. So 46.7% of the high intensity versus the 21.4% of the high volume. So now when we're comparing these two programs, you're seeing that the high intensity program is garnering more results in terms of lean muscle mass compared to the high volume, which most people conflate the two. So when you're doing like a bodybuilding rep scheme, people are like, oh, I want to get bigger, so I'm going to do high reps. But as we're seeing in this study, your lean body mass is greater in results when you're doing the high intensity, so a more powerlifting program compared to a bodybuilding style program. Now in terms of strength, we're going to be talking about the numbers. So significant improvements in the 1 rep max bench press were also observed in both volume and high intensity programs. However, the increase was significantly greater for the high intensity compared to the volume. So these findings were consistent when expressed relative to body mass, and collectively improvements in absolute and relative 1 rep max squat were observed for both groups with no differences occurring in that. So it was odd finding that the bench press went up, but the squats were kind of similar in the findings, that for both the intensity and the high volume, they were both kind of relatively even in terms of strength for the squat, but the 1 rep max for the bench press was greatly increased for the people who took the high intensity program compared to the high volume. So guys, the findings for this study were that in 8 weeks of the high intensity program, we saw that your 1 rep max increased for your bench press, your lean arm mass and your lean leg mass increased when you're doing the high intensity program compared to the high volume program. There was similar results in terms of squat, but overall, across the board, we saw a lot more improvements with the high intensity. But as for now, guys, that was the video. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what other topics you guys want to see. I have some other stuff cooking up right now. I'm going to be coming up with some new videos soon. So let me know, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.